All right. I'll mark those out real quick. Is that the... Okay. That way we have it marked out so we don't forget about it. How are you doing today, Capital? You having a pretty good morning? Or good evening? I'm not sure what the time difference is between us and here. I think you've said it before. I just can't remember. I didn't know if we would revisit those highs from yesterday. I know we're still at all-time highs. Well, that's good. What's your time difference between here and there where you live? Nine hours. Oof. All right, where's the ES at? The ES is at 63. So 60, let me see. ES is sitting at 6304. We still have that 6181 as support down at the bottom. Yeah, we got yesterday's highs all the way up at 6315. I want to say it's all-time highs. Let's see. Higher time frame. Yesterday, the market went straight up, so we'll have to see if it does that today. Those can be, to me, like kind of tough mornings to start off when it just goes straight to the moon when we open. Which is, I should know better because it's all-time highs. You know, just never know what you're going to get when those all-time highs. Because I know NVIDIA was at all-time highs yesterday. I think it broke a new record yesterday. Yeah, that would be nice there too. Oh, let me check, and I didn't check to see if we have news today. So let me check that real quick. This way we don't want to be in a trade if I feel like they said we're supposed to have unemployment numbers this week or something. I'm not sure. So it looks like we already had the job claims. Okay, so we already had the job claims at 9 or 8:30 this morning. The only thing really left today is the 30-year bond auction, which I don't think I'll be trading at 1 o'clock because a lot of times that's around that lunch hour. But we'll put it in the chat. That way if you are trading. I've been trying to get back into trading power hour, but man, I just try to not so much time on the charts as far as trading goes. All right, so that's our only 3-star news left today. We also have daily speaking, which I don't know how much he'll affect the market, or I don't know, that could be a woman, I don't know. Then we have Fed Waller speaking, a few little Fed speakers here and there around 1 to 2 o'clock. But like I said, I'm not really sure how much they affect the market. And I really don't even see a big move from the initial job claims this morning. So it looks like it's pretty what they expected, I guess. I don't ever think of these being legit. I can't remember the last time our governments really ever release like truthful numbers. They always go back and readjust those later. So you don't really know how correct those are. Oh. Capital, how often do you go to that lake that you visited recently? Is that something you do quite often, or is that just a once a year thing? We're going on vacation next week, but it's the same place we go every year. Me and my wife usually go to Orange Beach every year. Usually we go during August, but just once a year. Okay, so once a year type thing. That's kind of what I do, but we go down to the Gulf. The only thing I'm worried about going this year is I don't know how busy it's going to be because we don't hardly ever go in July. And July is a pretty busy vacation time. So it's not that I don't mind going that time. It's just, man, like all the restaurants are super busy. The beaches are busy. Where if you go like in the second week of August, you know, all the families have taken all their kids back home because school starts in the middle of August here. And so it makes the beaches a lot less crowded. The hotel, not the hotels, but the restaurants aren't as crowded. So it makes it pretty nice. So maybe next year we'll go back to our normal thing next year. We'll have to see what it's like this year when we go down there. We haven't been in vacation to the beach in July, probably like at least 5 or 6 years. So guys, we got about 2.5 minutes before the market opens here. Like I said, I hope it's not one of those deals we're just straight up here at market. We got yesterday's high sitting at 23,011. So, I mean, that could be a target this morning that we could just run to hopefully move back down. That would also be, I feel like, oh, I'm on the hourly chart. Let me move back down to the 5-minute here. That would also be at the top of your AM yesterday. We hit the AM session high yesterday is at that 23,011. That's when that was ran over here. So here's your AM session for New York. So good luck to everyone who's trading today, guys. God, I gotta figure out what's the deal with my camera. I don't know. Ever since I've changed to this this one thing, it's been messing up on me. I don't know why it's doing this. I feel like I gotta uninstall the NVIDIA's the streaming page, not streaming page, but I think what it does is I got two different programs fighting over my camera, and it causes my camera to freeze. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like we want to take out those 11s up there. Wow. Hit. We're just going to be patient, guys. Hopefully we can wait out the first 15 minutes or so. We do have yesterday's close and today's open here at 43s. So I didn't know if we would retest that area there. We also got the top of the New York PM session there in that area also. All right, so there's yesterday's close, 43. Or today's opening, I'm sorry. 43 is today's opening. Didn't know if we'd get some kind of pullback here. We got a bottom of this one leg sitting at 12 here, but we just don't know if we're going to get the pullback here. We need to have some kind of pullback instead of just straight down. Yeah, I'm seeing that big leg there also at the 11, 12 there that you're talking about. I see this that big swing there. I was just going to see if this breaks out to the downside. We're going to wait and see what happens with this 23,000 area. Got a lot of support here around the 23,000s to the 2311s. if this would even offer 10 points. Just kind of waiting and being patient here, guys. Right now, we're just kind of consolidating this area. I mean, to me, I feel like we still need to probably push those 23,000s. We also got today's low sitting at 978. Probably gonna get the push down. Here's a new 5-minute candle. Oh, all these wicks is just a price action to take it long. Right now, guys, we're just kind of just chopping back and forth, consolidating. So just have to be patient a little bit longer to see which way we're going to go. It's probably gonna be one of those days we wait till after the 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock hour to look for a trade. It seems like better setups to me are usually after that first 15 minutes to after the 30 minutes, the close of the hour candle. It's also the close of the 4 hour candle also. And we're about to have our 15-minute candle set too, also at 22. Yeah, what it is, if you go back and look at the Asia market, this is the bottom of the swing here at 21. If you go over to the Asia market, you can see it's the right here, the top is the top of the swing here. And the next one's going to be down at the 10 and 11 and also the 23,000. So you could see a bounce here off the 23s if we push down there. So we're just looking for one trade on this account. Then we'll move probably to a valuation account. This is a funded account. Like I said, we're just looking for one trade. If the ES can get back above the 6306. Whew. I didn't know if we would. I thought maybe we'd get a nice bounce here at the 23,000, and this thing's gonna go all the way down to the 78s. So that 80 is the London lows. I prefer to see the 80 bounce first at today's lows at that 80.79. Mm. There's your 10 hit. Mm. Probably see a big bounce at that 80. So that's at the London lows and today's low. Well, shit, we just sold right through that shit. Probably gonna get a big reversal here. That's the London low at the 80. So, and yesterday's low. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stopped out just for my last runner here. So the area down here is also the New York lunch session. We got it marked out here, but we're going to shoot for the 50 touch. I just don't know if we're going to get through those today's lows at 68. Oh, wait, today's low is 68 here. Need 78.80 to hold here. We also put our account information back on here where it shows you what our P&L it is for the current session here. This way, if you know if I'm in the red or if I'm in the green. So. And this is what the current contract's worth. So this is total P&L. This is what the current contract's worth if we sold here. We're targeting around these New York lunch lows. We're not going to try to go to them, but we're just going to try to take it at 50 to see if we can get 50 here. We'll do it right above 50. You know, 50 likes to get hit. It's only 3 points. The 78 holds. I think it's 78. Oh, shoot. It's right there at 80. All right, we ain't gonna be a tick for a few points here. Boom. Nice. All right, here's that lunch level that Capital talked about. That's the level I kind of like. Once I saw us get back below that 300, we did the old classic. We hit the 90 level, pushed back up, hit the 10 level. And when we broke back through the whole number, we got short. And this was our level to target here. I'm pretty sure I could have went through the whole thing, but I just figured 5 or 10 points above that level was good enough for me. And we got yesterday's opens down at 09s. So the P&L for that account, it was just one PA account, was 182. So we're probably going to switch to the eval now since we've already got our funded account trade today. And we traded that on Apex funded account. We're going to try to start doing our Apex to get those to pay out because I only need to make another $500 for a payout with my Apex account. We've just been working on Bulanox, but since I blew my freaking Bulanox account yesterday, which I still have, I passed another eval to get it back, which I put all that in a post just to let you guys know what happened yesterday. It was definitely a tilt day for me yesterday. All right, so the charts are going to freeze for a minute because I'm going to disconnect and switch over to Bulanox. All right, so we did hit the New York lunch session at 30, 40, 38. Yeah, 38, 39. And we got yesterday's open sitting here at 2209. More likely, that's probably our next target down. I know I almost want to take a bounce area out of this area, being that whole number plus being the opening here also. We can be a little bit more aggressive now since we're back on an evaluation account. Oh, man. As you can see, we're back to 50,000, 50,000. BXM, still master account. Like I said, that was the one we just ended up just passing yesterday. But like I said, we blew the old funded that we've been working on a while. That's our second funded account this year for Bulanox. Still not a whole bunch. I didn't know if this would be the reversal here off that 38 here. This is New York lunch low here yesterday at the 38 level. We still have yesterday's open sitting at the 10s, and we have a whole number. I didn't know if we'd get a nice little bounce out of this area here. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here also. Got 20 seconds left for a new candle. Then yesterday's low is all the way down at 843. Would that pay 10 points? I bet it did. Probably could have took a bounce there. That was yesterday's opening. I was hoping we'd push back above this 38s. There comes the whole number here. Let's. There's the 900 bounce. Does it pay 10? If it don't pay 10, it's just... I don't want to risk more than, shit. Yeah, it's going to come back and retest that damn 10 again. I wish I had put a resting order at the 900. That was probably the better play because that was a 20-point bounce. We got in a little late. All right. I'm still liking the bounce out of this 900 area. It still looks like it's holding. Oh, this bitch would wick me out, then go back. That's kind of what we were hoping for when we got long there. Damn you. Man, that could easily be the bottom there. I wish I trusted the 900 bounce this morning on that first play there where you just put your resting order. Kind of looking for us to stay above that 38 level. Another retest, the 38. Last contract's probably going to get stopped out. Well, that got us back in the green, even though it's only $55, but it's still the green. So, unfortunately, we had to make up the 115 that we were just down. I may still just put on a couple micros and see if we can still take this up here. Just keep it small now and just try to add to our profit here. We'll see what happens with this 38 level here yesterday, because that's at the New York lunch close, or the low of New York session. I want to see if we can target the 60s up there. We got almost equal highs sitting up there at 61. So trying to see if we're going to bust through these 50s real quick. Just 2 micros. Got these equal highs sitting here too at 61, so we like those for at least I'm not sure how far we'll push above the 61s, but I did like the equal highs sitting there. Runner got stopped out on that one, guys. Stop loss probably need to be back down here in this area where we've been consolidating. I thought once we broke out of this little range that it just, well, it may be retesting the top of these candles here. Nope. We just put back on the one runner that we got stopped out a while ago to see if we can get this one micro up here to this 50 EMA, just right above these equal highs. So then we may even try to short the 50 EMA today because we have a really good, like a good almost 30 points between our 50 and the 20 here. If we get through the 60s, we should push. I could have went probably for our 10 plus the runner, but like I said, just trying to keep the risk slightly low here. There's those equal highs. And we may even come back down after breaking these equal highs. Squeeze. All right, bounced off those 62s. Oh, shoot. All right. Oh, goodness. That's why we keep getting stopped here. That's why we couldn't move past that 68. We had this big, huge wick down here. And so that's what we're bouncing off of. If you just happen to be in that long, wondering why we're not moving any higher, a little big old wick test here. What was that? I wouldn't even. I turned my head for a second. It's like, what is going on? And do we break those 38s again? Because I like that 38 level below that 38. Still got about 3 minutes left on this 5-minute candle, so you don't want to be faked out here. So far, a good day trading. Funded account, we are up 182. That's on Apex. And eval, we're up 89. That's after taking our first trade was a red of 115, but now we're up 89. So we kind of dug ourselves out of that little hole. So Java, how's your morning been going trading? Have you been able to find at least one good 10-point trade? This right here was pretty nasty. This thing went literally from about the 70 all the way back down to 115. I mean, like a 50-point drop. Oh, you hurt your eval today? Trust me, I heard everything yesterday, Java. Everything got hurt. Yesterday was a complete tilt day for me, man. It all started with the mistake too. That's what I'm so annoyed about. It all started by a mistake trade that I should have never taken on my fundeds because I had too many damn pages open, which I made sure I didn't do that today. So I just got the 2 pages. So what it is, I had a 3rd page open that was on the overlay of my normal trading page. And I didn't realize it was on my funded account when I took it. So that was my 2nd funded account this year that we blown. The only thing good about yesterday was at least able to pass one of the Bulinox evals to at least get the funded back. So we do have another funded account with Bulinox, but we had to start back over. So we're still hovering around the 38 level here. And that's your close of the New York session. And also that 37 is also your lunch hour close for the New York session. There's just 2 micros here, guys. I'll see if we get another test of that 11 there. Because I think we could, oh, dude, did it just barely miss my. No, it missed me by a point. Okay, there it goes. It's like, was trying to catch one of these big runners. We got yesterday's low sitting at 843 down there. That would be yesterday's London close or London low. But what it is, that 900 level that we keep bouncing off of, that's basically the high of the London and Asia from the 25th. Wait, no, Tuesday the 8th. I'm sorry, Tuesday the 8th. Probably going to wait until see what happens with these 900s before we try to re-enter. If we can get into a long or short below those 22,900s without it just completely just waterfalling down, we could probably target yesterday's lows at 843. So that's kind of what we're going to try to wait, to see what happens, because this could be the bottom too. This 22,900 has been a pretty good key area as far as support goes. The last couple times we bounced off of it. Is at 38 level again. We got equal highs also sitting up there at 68. Got equal highs also sitting at 49. Yeah, there's those Rebel equal highs sitting at 59 or 49. I'm sorry, 49. Oh, this could be our bottom today. It could be straight back up from here. Java, how are you hurting your evals? Are you going in over leveraged? Are you putting a lot of contracts on and not really the way you're not putting a lot of times on your eval? Dude, that 38's been a nice wall this morning so far, guys. We got that 50 EMA sitting at 60. Oh, you FOMO'd? I wanted to kind of get short this morning from that 23,040 this morning, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. I just thought I'd be a little bit more patient, but that's where I wanted to get short. But I just didn't like all the wicks that we're having, so I wasn't sure. You were over leveraged. Yeah, that's what happens to me sometimes with my evals. A lot of equal highs sitting here at 50. Oh, yesterday you blew one eval past one. Nice. That's not bad. At 50-50 on your evals, if you can get away with that, especially if you got cheap evals. Not sure if you're trading with expensive evals or cheap evals. What's really funny is I find myself blowing more evals or being more aggressive with these evals whenever they're 90% off. I like when they're 90% off, but I feel like it makes me trade worse when they're 90% off because I feel like I have a little less respect for the cheap accounts. Wow, you would think that we would just slingshot through this choppy mess here. There's your 50 touch. We're going. I wanted to take that 50 touch. Sounds good, Java. The only reason why I didn't like the 50 touch there is because I didn't know if we would take out these equal highs first. So that was the only reason why I stayed away from the 50. So that's why we did not take that 50 touch that round. Yeah, see, you got these equal highs sitting up there. Oh no, I still work myself, Java. I Most of the time I usually work at kind of middle of the night type thing where I'll either go in at 5 in the evening or 8 in the evening, something like that. I still work a regular job too. I just have multiple streams of income. I have, what I don't make a lot on affiliates, but some months I do make a little bit. Last couple months hadn't been that great, but I still make a few $100s. Also have like rental property income, and plus I usually have a side job that I work usually like 15 to 20 hours a week. Which I know that summer months are usually a little slower because it's, a lot of people are a lot of people are on vacation this time of the year, so you'll get a lot less people like in the lobbies. Pretty close to those equal highs there. Oh, you can slack a little bit. Nice. That's pretty good. All right, so it looks like those 80s is going to be your next target up there. Yeah, if we can't find another trade, we'll just be happy with the results that we have so far for the day. It's Man, I wish I had taken that long off that 900. This is the second time that we've seen that long off that 900 and that retest of yesterday's open at the 909s. Sweet. I wouldn't mind finding another entry and hopefully try to take it up to that 50% of the mark. Let's see if we can pull back into this 50s and 60s. Well, do we just pull back to here maybe? Trying to protect some of our profits in case it doesn't go. So we're just going to risk 4 points here. Actually, 3 points. Okay. We'll probably only be streaming till 11 o'clock today. This way we don't sit here and just kind of overtrade. If we take any more trades, it's been small size. Just this way we can hold on to our green for the day. We've been having a lot of red lately. It's been pretty tough trading lately. Today I came in just super focused to make sure that I try to just find the best entry I can, then put the account away. So after this, what I'll do is I'll make a video of the best trade of the day. Then I'll make a video of the worst trade of the day, which was that $115 loser that we took earlier. Man, I still like this 95 push up here just because that's your 50% of the total move of the day. This was the area I was trying to long off of, but I didn't want to risk a bunch. You know, it was either it was going to go or it doesn't go. So that's why we just only risked like 3 points in the beginning, just because it was either going to pop or consolidate. So I'm okay with not taking any more entries. I figured we got at least 3 good winners today, and we just had that one crappy loser. Boy, this summer months trading's been tough, guys. Woo, looks like a nice engulfing candle there. Yeah, this price section right here, it sucks to try to find something here without getting chopped up, guys. So just be careful if you're trading this consolidation area. If you are, just keep it small. This way you don't wreck your account and get in a hole and try to have to make it back, because that's always the worst. Guess we'd have to get back above those 80s. That's the low of the overnight London, sitting there at the 80s, and we consolidated there quite a bit. So that's what you're seeing why we're struggling to get above these 70s and 80s. If you kind of look here to the left, you can see all the consolidation that we had in this area. So then if we get above 80, we should make a nice push up to the 2300s or this session mid here. So that was at the bottom of that London low at the 80. So that's why we did not push through the 80. So it'll take a little bit to get through this 80 level here. And the ES has just been on fire this morning. Definitely thank everybody for watching today. So good day trading, a lot better than yesterday. We were definitely a lot more patience today. We did take a little bit more aggressive trades on the eval, but as far as funded trade, it was just basically one trade waiting for opportunity to jump in. So what I'll do is make some small videos on my best winner of the day and worst loser of the day. There's that. There's that 80 level here. Yeah, we get above that 80 level, we might push, but you got to get above that 80. This is like the worst type of like ones to jump into. It's just whenever we got that grinding higher and higher, really no like formations or no kind of setups. It's just basically candles just stacked on top of each other. You would think that definitely that 95 is going to be your target. Like I said, if it offered a good entry back down here, I would have loved it taking something up to this 50% because that's your total 50% of the move of the day. And that's always a nice target heading into the lunch hour. I don't know if this 80 is going to hold or not. Wow. Dude, I thought once we got above that 81 level, we would definitely be tapping those 95s there. Whew. Look at that slam back down off that 80. Man, 20 points. I did not see that coming there, guys. All right, guys, like I said, we've already taken our trades today. So for, let's see, we traded Apex and Bulanox today. For Bulanox, we're only up $100. Like I said, we had to start over on our freaking funded accounts. This is for Bulanox. Then the chart should freeze for a minute because we'll switch over to Apex. And we just traded one Apex account today, which was our funded account that we have the most money on. So we're up 182 on the funded account today. All right, so it puts, so I made it where I just put the P&L on the page here. If you're interested in just seeing what the P&L is for what count I'm trading. None of these other accounts I trade, they're all just kind of different amounts because I haven't traded them in a while. Oh, those are Sims. But this one, I'm in the red a little bit, which, like I said, I hadn't traded these in a while. That one, I'm only 200 in the green. That one in the red a little bit also, and the green by 94 on that one. And this one is sitting at 26,064. This is the main one that I've probably been trading the longest. And I don't trade it that much unless price action is good. If I see price action's moving, we try to at least take a trade in it. But if price action's crappy, I don't even bother. But now that since I got to start back over on my Bulanox, we're just going to go ahead and try to hopefully look for one trade a day on this one. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and everybody enjoy the rest of your day. If the market is moving good for power hour, we'll try to jump back on. But a lot of times during power hour, the freaking price action has been just grinding. So this morning, we just don't want to stay on because we don't want to over trade. So we're trying to get better about not over trading. And I'm just going to make 2 videos. Uh-oh. For some reason my stuff froze. So we're going to make 2 videos on the winner of the day and the loser of the day.